So shall we first up? Let's look at SAU USD on 3 hours. Yesterday we posted a perspective on daily time frame of SAU USD, and though it was a silent video, but let's look at it on 3 hours. And this was the price action we found on daily, and we are here to translate it on 3 hours to see how the structure plays out and what to expect in coming days for SAU USD. And if you look critically, you'll find that price has actually gone on to feel the roof. So at the moment, those who are thinking of trying to sell SAU, you must be very mindful of the structure, very mindful of the structure, and this is an important psychological ascending trend line by institution with a very clean price action, and it will continue to represent the market sentiment. Why I say so, the market came here, created a supply roof, and we have a break of structure at this level, another break of structure at this level, and we have a retest to a broken structure after the first retest, and yesterday candle in the zone of 2,763 have packed into that supply roof. I called this trade yesterday, and I was very specific about sell zone in the region of 2,764 into 2,768, and price came to that area and reacted. Now we have seen that 2,764 reacting into 2,758 came through. We want to watch to see if price will return back to retest the structure and return as an M structure. Now we are hoping that market has first made a first move. A return back into that structure might make it an M structure. Then you begin to see potential reversal. But let us not be quick to rejoice and dive into sale of SME USD. Then we have to look at the structure from a horizontal perspective. We have a strong supply roof at this level, a very strong supply roof, which also represents an institutional rejection to upswing. And we must pay credence to that and watch to see what institution might do at that level. Will central banks be willing at this price to reject price? Well, no one can actually tell. But this is what we're seeing, that we might have a significant rejection at this level, a very significant rejection at this level. Most likely, we will have rejection at this level. There's a very high probability that yellow metal is going to have some kind of rejection at this level due to the institutional involvement. Here we have another structure. We have here a supply roof, and we have here a breaker structure. And most likely price is coming back to this area to respect this structure where we injected this to 2,700 and 2,763.8 was where market reacted yesterday. So what we'll see again is we look if we have other confidence on 3 hours. We have here demand floor, we have here demand floor, we have here demand floor, and a breaker structure. That's another thing to watch. 3 hours. We have a very clear structure at that level. So everything is pointing on sales. In fact, the ideas pointing on sales are multiple confidence. Everything pointing on sales are multiple confidence. So at the moment, it is best to allow the market to clear off its zone. If it clears all its zones off, then you can now decide if you want to buy. For me, if you want to buy good, yes, it's okay. Allow this market to clear. Allow the market to break above this structure. A break above this structure will ultimately open a new wave. But at the moment, this is binded actively by structure. So we must allow it. If you intend to go long, you must be patient to see that this structure is cleared. On daily, we have a daily rejection. If you look at these candles on daily, you will first of all see here as a supply roof. After seeing that as a supply roof, you will see this break of structure still on daily. After that, you will see this retest on daily. You will also see this retest on daily. And each of the retests are married by a significant sell drop. Each of, the, each of them have a significant sell drop. Now the question is, why is this happening? It's happening because it's an institutional decision. When institutions decide they do not want a particular price, they already set their sell order at this level, and they hope to sell at the break of a previous high. For every high established, they want a new high to sell. That is the reason you see market is selling in this fashion. The reason it's selling in this fashion is because it's an institutional decision. So this will continue to happen until we understand that this is how market structure work. Then we also have another sell litmus test where we have a price breakout from an ascending trend line. A breakout from an ascending trend line, the price broke up and we want price to return. You can see after breakout of that structure, the market have played back, and today, especially at the Asian session, market has returned into 2,750 and initiated a buy order. The reason for that is from this price action. So in case if you are confused and you are shouting manipulation all the time, take your time and understand market structure. That we have here a break of structure, an M structure. We also have here an M structure and a breakout of an M structure, and price started trading below the supply roof, retest 1, retest 2, retest 3, retest 4, before a breakout, and price was upheld on Tuesday. The buy potential was upheld at 2,741 due to a breakout from a supply roof, and a broken supply roof becomes a demand floor. On that critical foundation, gold buyers have summoned impetus, have summoned courage to continue to go long, believing that price buying will continue until you reach area of potential buying exhaustion. But at the moment, I think the market is experiencing some little exhaustion, and that little exhaustion is to see how buyers can push price into a sincere supply zone where they will ultimately take out all the buy idea. But when you look at the structure critically, you will see it's quite exemplary, and everything has been set up for us to understand and take our precaution. Here, institutional sell-off after a break of structure, price returns here, initiating another institutional sell-off, and when they return, institutional take profit. They return again, institutional take profit, all in the same zone. And what we see here, price have dipped itself into that zone on double confluence. So what made a double confluence? We have an ascending trend line, meet an ascending trend line, meet a horizontal structure. So we have 3 points, 3 parameters pointing against buy idea. So if you are going long, just be very careful. Just be very, very careful. Everything is pointing against you. It's just like you commit a crime and everybody is coming to bear witness against you, whether it's true or false. You just have to be very careful. You need to find a very smart way to play around it. Everything is pointing against the buy idea here. At this level, at 2,764, everything is pointing against it. We have a horizontal structure acting as a dynamic resistance to upswing after a break of structure at this level. You can see a break of structure at this level and price returns at this level. And that is why you see every upswing meets a temporary resistance. And on 15 minutes, we have a clean break of structure on 15 minutes of this pair, indicating that there is a likelihood of a price drop. And we have unemployment data coming today, and we have President Trump speak. President Trump will speak by 5, and by 2:30 we'll have unemployment claim. So if unemployment claim comes in lower than we expect, then that will give a buying impetus for the DXY. Greenback will leverage on that economic data to upswing, where we see a potential, and we will look at gold to sell gold and sell silver, where we look at Euro USD, we are going to sell it. If we see AUD USD, we will sell it. If we see USD JPY, we will buy it. USD CAD, we will buy it. GBP USD, we are going to sell it. So this is how we are analyzing this market so that you don't miss market following other people's direction. You have to use your own initiative and analyze the market like a businessman. And the worst that can happen here, where we see a potential swing, is in this zone. Because of the M structure, we have an M structure at that level. That M structure will more likely be respected. And at this level, I see market playing into 777. They play into 777, most likely will initiate most likely we initiate a sell order at that level. This is a double top. After a breakout of the neckline of the double top, there is no retest. So most likely price might come back to respect that 777, where we see a potential bearish opportunity to come down and retest the floor at 2,764, which was the previous broken supply roof to use as a demand, setting up a new all-time high from that level. So today idea is going to be that we'll be patient to see if price can tap in into 2,777. We want to sell down into 2,764 and buy back from 2,764. A broken supply becomes a demand floor to see if the market will move back to break 2,777 to create a new all-time high. So we have made a daily post yesterday on a potential direction of the yellow metal, and the structure is quite promising that the market is still bullish. And if you want to sell, you have to be very patient to allow price at this level. You can see why we are rejecting this level. We have a broken demand floor become a support, a broken demand floor become a supply roof. At this level, we have a 3 hours break of structure. You can see the structure, a little buyback and a break of structure. And when price return into 55, it's showing a significant drop. So if at the end of the day, buyers fail to uphold this temporary ascending trend line, we have an ascending trend line at this level. It's just a small line. Then if they play back into a sell structure, a return into this structure will be a sell. So what this means is that if price breaks out from where it is, now it's rejecting 55. If it comes into here, it will be a significant drop in price. And that significant drop in price will ultimately be massive, where you begin to look for a potential buy opportunity at this level. So your next buy idea is going to be on this floor. So just be very careful with going long at this moment. Just be very, very careful. Be very, very careful with trying to buy gold at this level. Be very, very careful. Everything is pointing on sales. I've given you three parameters pointing. So, and we have unemployment data report and we have President Trump speak, which might likely move market in a very volatile way. So if that happens, then you see that today you have a buy and sell zone. So let me change the colors of the red and the colors of the floor, and so that we'll have this in mind that most likely this is what we should expect. The market is pushing into this zone for a potential sell. It's pushing into that zone again for a potential sell, and there is a probability to retest our current all-time high. So at our current all-time high, set your sell order, market will come into that zone and react immediately. It will react immediately because there are a lot of pending orders at that level. So it makes a whole lot of sense to put a pending order at 2,790.39, hoping that if all this analysis is in favor of buy idea, then the market could potentially push there. But I doubt the market breaking out. If you go back and check your structure on daily, you will find a surprising daily structure. This daily structure remains, telling you that the upswing will be a Herculean task. Look at the structure at this level, break of structure, retest, and the price returns back exactly at that level. And I called that trade yesterday. I called it, and that is why you have seen a tap into 2,755.09 today. Not quite long, is rejected. The reason it's rejected, when you look clearly, you will see that we have in this bearish candle, one green candle established in 3 hours, a break of structure, and price approach still rejected the structure, and we moved into the structure again and rejected 2,755.09. So our buying potential is going to be based on break of 2,755. You want to see a 3 hours candle break above that structure. If you see a break above that structure, most likely market will tap into 2,768 and maybe into 2,770 for opportunity to sell the market. This is what I see. This is what I see. Now the market is rejecting 2,755, right? So let us say in New York session, the New York session or by close of London session, we're able to tap into this zone. It will ultimately bring us into this area as our sell zone. So let's mark it out and see if it's possible. If it's possible that price comes into this level, if we see ourselves into this level, begin to think if you are going to sell or not. So you see, there might be a potential push. There might be a potential push into 2,767. There might be a potential push into that based on the structure of the market. But before you think of going long, be patient. Be patient. Allow price to break 2,755. You want to see a break of that structure. You can see the structure here. A buy candle breakout. That's a break of structure. Break of a demand floor becomes a supply roof. Market tested and sold down. It sold down and touched the ascending trend line. This ascending trend line is an institutional sell zone. So what does that mean? That if price breaks out from here and return to this zone, we will sell it down. We will continue to sell until it's over 1,000 drop. If that happens, if that happens and price returns here, sell it till you get to this place. Because of the institutional structure, you can see an M structure at this level. You can see an M structure, another M structure breakout. Price keep retesting the neckline of the M structure. This is a retest to that M structure, another retest to that M structure, and another retest to that M structure, another retest to that M structure, and we have another retest to that M structure. Use another retest to that M structure before a breakout of structure. A broken supply roof becomes a demand floor, indicating there is a probability for price to swing from this level to a very high extent. That is what it means. Or this could be what we call fake out, where price will just want to use this as a liquidity take and then return back to selling. This is very much possible. It's very, very much possible. Please let's not rule out this case scenario. This is very, very much possible. We could see a case like this playing against us. We could see a case like this playing against us. And I will tell you, your mind must be open at the moment and trade layer by layer. Learn to take profit on every level of gain you make. You like to secure it. If you don't secure it, the market right now is becoming very tough and also very difficult to dictate the true direction of a trend. And we have a trend at this level. We have a trend at this level. So I saw this structure and I feel let us add it to our trend structure. We have a roof at this level, which we must also keep in mind is a 3 hours roof. So on this 3 hours roof, we have the break of structure at that level, and that break of structure after price breaking came down retested and price return on a supply roof, retest one, retest two, retest three. There is a probability that if this upswing continues, price could stop at this level at 86. So we will watch it and see if we manage to break this price resistance upswing. If that happens, then we have three calibrated areas where we are going to wait for a potential sell opportunity. But at the moment, I think buyers are defending 2,750 as a demand floor. The 2,750 is as a result of a breakout of this blue ascending trend line. We have an M structure, we have an M structure, a breakout of a demand floor becomes a supply roof. Supply roof 1, supply roof 2, supply roof 3, supply roof 4, and supply roof 5. Breakout of a supply roof becomes demand floor. And market have bought from this level 2,000 2,741 and moved on into 2,763.8 yesterday close of market. Market tapped into that zone in New York session. So what do I see? I begin to see that if we have a potential dropout, this could be an opportunity to attempt to buy back at 2,741. If we have a breakout from this structure, you may want to buy back from this level to go back and retest a broken demand floor to use it as a supply roof and continue to sell. So this is what we see, and the market is defending 2,750. It's defending it actively because it's a breakout structure. It came for retest at 2,750. It's on a retest. is on a retest poised to move to break a yesterday high. There is a probability by New York session